And we're joined now for more from the ABC State Political Reporter in New South Wales, Matt Wordsworth. Matt, good morning. Even though it was a massive result, in the end it was no surprise.
Well, that's right, Barry, but they did get smashed, and they got smashed all over the park, in the city, in the country, from country Labor in Bathurst, where you had 30% plus swings, to in the city, in the heart of the heartland. They lost seats like Campbelltown, Parramatta, Smithfield, things that they never thought or dreamed that they would lose 4 years ago. They lost last night. And there are some seats that now that they've lost, they may never come back. So I'm talking about in the eastern suburbs like Coogee. And when you look at the stats, I mean, I had a quick calculation of where they didn't even have to go to primaries, where they got above 50%. Of the 68 seats that the coalition are expected to win, 48 of those seats didn't need to go to preferences. Compare that to Labor, just one, and that's in Liverpool. So it's an emphatic result, and you've got some cabinet ministers falling all over the floor. About a third of the cabinet gone: Borger, Judge, Wan, Costa, maybe Firth, Jodie Mackay and Frank Terenzini.
So, in the end, in the sober light of day, what went wrong with Labor in New South Wales?
Well, you have to go at the starting point of 2007. Morris Yema knew when he won back then that he only got in by the skin of his teeth. So they were standing on the precipice even in 2007. And then along came that divisive electricity debate in 2008 where Morris Yema went with this bold plan to try and sell off all of the state assets, really poking the unions. And that just inflamed things within the party, caused virtually a civil war that ended up taking his leadership away. And then you just had a revolving door of ministers and premiers. Nathan Rees lasted 15 months. Christina Keneally's lasted 15 months. I mean, even last year, we were running at losing a cabinet minister and MP every 4 weeks. So it was just scandal after scandal. So it was only inevitable that they lost so badly.
And the all-important upper house, what's the story there?
Well, it doesn't matter how big he wins in the lower house. He still needs to get his legislative program through the upper house. He had an emphatic win in the upper house. He's got 11 seats, so that takes him up to 19. The important figure there is 22, because it's a 42-seat chamber. They need to elect a president. So he does need 3 seats to get anything through the 3 votes to get anything through the upper house. Fortunately for Barry O'Farrell, the right-wing parties of the Shooters and Fred Nile and his Christian Democrats have got those 4 votes for him, and they look very friendly to him. And, of course, that means the Greens are out in the cold. After years of holding the balance of power, or at least having massive influence in the upper house, they seem to be just warming the benches for the next 4 years. Not only have they only picked up 2 seats that they retained from last time, they don't look likely to win a third. They also don't look likely to win any seats in the lower house. They had big hopes of toppling the Deputy Premier Carl Tebbutt in Marrickville. That will not happen. And they also hope to topple the Education Minister in Balmain, and that may even go to Liberals. Once again, unprecedented. This, after all, was the birthplace, the rearing place of Neville Wran.
And Pauline Hanson?
Pauline Hanson, well, no, she didn't figure very much. She finished way down the order. She may not have even have eclipsed the informal votes there, so no.
Thanks for your time this morning. Thank you. Matt Wordsworth there.